What is up, everybody? This is your host SuperSight, and welcome to another video of Hayday. Now in this video I am going to be doing a giveaway of 100 diamonds, which you can be in to win. Now the giveaway will end in 2020. I'll put the exact date in the description. And so let's do it. Let's play some Hayday and see what's up. Now I will be explaining how you can enter the giveaway later in the video, and you could indeed win 100 diamonds that will be credited to your account and you can use for whatever you want within Hayday. So without further ado, let's do some playing, let's do some gameplay. Now I will be explaining some of the ways that I make coins in Hayday. So I currently have 4.75 million coins, and I do a lot of things to try and make coins. So I'm going to be explaining how I do that, and yeah, some of the different methods I use, and just pros and cons of the different ones. Okay, so first things first, let's just sell off some stuff in the Daily Dirt. So we'll put this here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I am SuperSight. I do Hayday videos, and I do other types of videos as well. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, and turn on the notifications, so boom, you'll get those notifications for my latest Hayday videos. And I've got hundreds of older Hayday videos, so feel free to check them out if you find this one interesting, helpful. So let's go and let's do it. We'll put up some carrots, first things first, and then we'll chuck on a cheeky advert. Now the reason I chuck on a cheeky advert is so people can start seeing it in the shop and hopefully come and buy them, because I like the quicker the things sell, the better. Now I always put it at full price because most things sell at full price fairly quickly, with the exception of a few things. Sometimes wheat at 36 coins takes a while to sell. Same with corn, and like maybe chili popcorn also sometimes. There's a few different things that take a while to sell. Now we don't want to completely run out, so we'll keep a few of them, and we have a little bit of space in the barn. Now we're going to go looking through the Daily Dirt and see if we can find any things like, oh no, okay, we weren't supposed to. I was trying to quickly get to the tape. Can we get the tape? No, we missed the tape. What about the screws? Okay, no, there weren't screws. Okay, never mind. No screws. Oh, yes, there were. Right at the back. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Ay. Okay, there we go. So we got some stuff. We're quickly going back. We did get a whole heap of stuff. We are going to chuck some milk up for sale. And then, we're going to go back to that place and see if they've got anything else for sale. Oh my goodness me. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, there we go. Quickly sell lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff off. Put the goat feet up like that. Put some cow feet up like that. Quickly return. And try and get as many things as we possibly can. Get some... Oh, no. Okay. We missed a lot of the things that I would have liked to get. But we did get some stuff, which is awesome. And we're getting closer to upgrading our silo and our barn, still a wee way off. But as you can see, if you have a lot of coins, you're able to buy those things. But I had a full barn, so I missed a few of them. But we got some stuff. So we'll proceed on and continue to sell some things. So, rustic bouquet, we'll just collect one of them. Now, it's good to sell in tens if you can, because then it's more efficient when selling. You're not wasting space by having like 2s or 3s or 4s. It's like maximum amount you can sell off. So we'll put that up for sale. A blue sweater, yep, we'll get that. So we'll chuck up a 10 right there. Now if I'd had more space, I could have bought more stuff, but never mind. So we'll chuck that up like that, and we have plenty of wool, so we will indeed sell off some wool like so. And yeah, so we got that. Now I'm going to put this here. I'm going to do a help request. Now I'm going to find the hardest one, because I want players, but I don't want people to help me out. And the reason for that is that then it means that my ad will stay there longer. As in, the ad will have that special thing on it that will bring more people to my shop, and so that's what I want. So, because then they're more likely to buy stuff, and then we can sell more stuff and make more profit. Okay, so we'll come through here, and we'll look at all the different orders. Now, I don't normally do all these other orders. I normally delete them, because you get more coins from selling them in the Daily Dirt. Now, that you can, with the double coin events or the double XP events, you can certainly get a hang of a lot of, double coin events is like so worth doing most of them. Well, I mean, technically all of them. It depends kind of what stage you are at, but I try and make sure that I have enough coins to unlock everything that I get when I reach the level. But this one here, however, if we were to sell 2 of those, if we come through here, where are they? Somewhere along here. If we were to sell 2 of these, right, the maximum price will get 1,317. Now, it does appear in this situation that 1,000... Yeah, we'd still get more. We would still get more from selling them in the Daily Dirt. But we get the voucher from this, and vouchers are hard to come by. So we will do that, and then we'll get a voucher from doing that, and we'll delete that one. Now, the Daily Dirt is refreshed, so we will once again go through and hunt for any bargains that we can find. So, currently not seeing any bargains. I try to buy cheap stuff and resell it. Okay, and here comes the truck. Man, that is a speedy truck. That is so speedy. So do that, and then we'll get that. And we get a voucher, so we got a blue voucher. So we'll add that to our collection. We now have 307 blue vouchers. Now, we are going to spin the Wheel of Awesome. I highly recommend you always do that. I'm sure you always do. But yeah, it gives you some free items, some free stuff. So let's give it a spin. In 3, 2, 1, whoosh. And it goes around. We also have a Hayday shirt on, which since I'm using a green screen, it just is see-through. But there we go. We got a honey popcorn from that, and that's worth coins, so we can sell that, and we make some coins from it. Also, you can watch the ads, which I highly recommend you do. I'm not going to watch them now, but recommend you do it, because then you get the free items there as well. Okay, so there we go. People have started buying my stuff, which is awesome, and in 1 minute, we're able to put another ad. Now, some of the best ways to make coins that I really like doing, one of the methods is indeed wheating. Now, this is also a great way to get lots of tools as well. So, what wheating comprises of is literally all you do. You can do this with any amount of fields, and basically, all you do is you just get the wheat and you just plant it. I haven't got enough. And then it only takes 2 minutes to grow. So it's the quickest crop. But that means you can grow lots of it really quickly, and you get a higher proportion. So, for example, let's say you could do 5 lots of wheat, or you could do, like, carrots at 10 minutes, right? Carrots are 10 minutes, right? So, or, yeah, okay, no, we'll go with corn, because corn is 5 minutes. So you could either do, and you could use this field in the next 10 minutes to do 2 lots of corn, because corn takes 5 minutes, or you could use it to do 5 times wheat. Now, if you calculate that up, if you add that up, you get more from doing wheat. So that the quicker the times, the shorter the times you can do it, the better it is. So if you're actively playing, it's best to do the shorter crops. But if you go to sleep, it's best to do one that takes a long time, such as strawberries. And so you want to keep that going. Now, if you keep doing this, and then all the wheat grows, and then you plant it again, and then you keep selling off the wheat. It's a great way to make coins. Like, you get a few coins from the selling, because you can buy, sell so quick depending on the price. If you sell 3.6, you make a ton of coins. The 0.1, not so many coins, but you still do make coins. Not many, though. And so, the main point where you get the coins from, though, is indeed from the tools. So every so often, when you harvest the fields, you'll get a tool. Now, it could be a plank, it could be a screw, it could be a town expansion item like a bucket, it could be like a deed or whatnot, like it could be this or a mallet. There's so many things, or a dynamite or whatnot. There's different things it could be, but those things can be worth a lot of coins. Like if you get a mallet, that's 403 coins worth. 403 coins worth of just from the mallet. And so every time you get the items, you get a heap of coins. So yeah, if you're if you can manage, you keep harvesting, planting, and you keep getting those tools, and those tools get you a lot of coins from doing that. So highly recommend weeding when you're playing lots. And so I'll wait for this, and in 3 seconds. Now, we didn't have the max amount, but we'll quickly catch up and that. And so we'll harvest that, and then do we get any tools this time? No tools this time. And then so we'll plant it like that. Now, and then of course you get XP from doing it, so you can level up. You get lots of coins from doing it. You get the tools, which you can either use to upgrade your barn and silo, or you can sell off in the daily dirt. And so yeah, it's a big win-win. Now I currently have 90 fields myself. You could have more, or you could have less, depending on what level you are watching this video. I take it you probably have less, but that's all good. That's all good. It works. Weeding works fine at lower levels as well. It's a great way to move up. Now the other way, which I really like doing, is indeed going through the daily dirt and finding cheap items, cheap things that you can buy for a cheap price and then sell off for a higher price. Oh, there we go. And in doing so, you make lots of coins. Now, sometimes there's nothing in the daily dirt, but a lot of the time there is. I'd say half the time there is. So, for example, right here we can see eggs for. Oh no. Oh, so well that would have been no. Okay, anyway, that one there was there we go. But yeah. Anyway, we can see eggs for they're sold, but we can see eggs for 50 coins. Now, if we were to buy those eggs and resell them at 180 coins, we would make 130 coins profit from doing so. And so, if you can see all this cheap stuff, it can make you a lot of coins. Now, you can do this with wheat, because people can sell wheat for really cheap, but wheat is not the best thing to do it with, because the profit margin it doesn't work too well, in terms of because wheat doesn't sell that well. So even if you do buy it 1 coin for 10 and then try and sell it off at 36 coins, if people buy and sell it, that can work. That can work great. But the corn is the one that you can really look out for. So if you see people selling corn, you'll probably have it at your level as well. Yeah, you do. And so, because you unlock them before level 7, which is when you unlock the Daily Dirt. So if you can buy it at 20 coins and sell it for 72 coins, you make 52 coins profit every time you buy and resell that. And it doesn't sound like too much, 52 coins, but if you keep buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling hundreds of times, thousands of times, you start making, after a long time after selling, buying and reselling a lot of them, you start making millions of coins from doing that. And that can actually be like the most profitable way to make coins in the game. So that's definitely always a good strategy. Now, obviously, if you find people that are selling really cheap stuff, you can add them as a friend. And so then, if there's nothing in the Daily Dirt, sometimes you have friends that sell stuff for a very cheap price, for the default price. So wheat's default price is indeed 20, for 10. I normally talk in terms of tens. Is 20 coins for all 10, and then the max price is 72. But some players often sell stuff for the default price. So if you can get friends that sell stuff for the default price, you can then buy it and then just resell it for maximum price. And so yeah, it's a great way to make lots of coins. And another way, which I'll just try and find it. See, these friends currently, I haven't found any that have that, but I'm sure I will find one. See right here. Although that player in particular has requested that I don't buy it at the default price. And Greg, always buy up Greg stuff here and resell them because you'll make a profit on. Oh, it's accidentally clicked that. Okay, there we go. We got 5 diamonds though. That was meant to be. That was just so right there. That was supposed to be. I was supposed to do it all in one shot for another video, but we'll do that at another time because I did a video of opening all of them at once. That was a year ago. That was at the start of 2019. But I'll do that at the start of 2020. There we go. And so we'll continue through here. We'll keep looking through here and trying to find someone that has. I'm almost certain. I've added so many friends. There's almost guaranteed that at least one of them will have, because we only have 250 friends. We haven't got quite 250, but that's due to some of them. I've sent pending friend requests to a few players. So we keep checking through here, looking for a friend that sells default price stuff. And eventually we'll find one, and then you can see that you can just buy it and then resell it, and it's a great way to make coins. But yeah, another way to do it is actually by bushes. Now the first one you get is the apple tree at level 15. That's a tree, and so yeah, here we go. So we can buy boom boom. Now it doesn't seem like much. You're like, oh, that's not much, but we go back and we go like this, and we go boom boom, and we go like boom boom. As soon as they sell, that's 100 coins. And so if you keep doing that, if you do times 10, if you do 20 of them, that's 1,000 coins. If you do 200 of them, there's 10,000 coins. If you do 2,000 stacks, that's 100,000 coins. And then 20,000 stacks, 1,000,000 coins. I think that's right. I'm pretty sure. 20 times 20,000. 20,000 times. Wait. 50 coins. 20,000. Boom. Oh my goodness. 200,000. 5. Yeah, boom, like that. And so you can make a lot of coins doing that. Sounds like a lot, but you can actually bulk buy. And so that's important in having the big barn and silo, because then you can store it, and you can get the big barn and silo by wheating as well as in the Daily Dirt sometimes. So that's another great way. And yeah, so planting all of these, so you come through here. Now you'll get the apple tree and then the raspberry bush. Now you plant lots of these. Now to not mess up the look of your farm, don't plant way too many. Plant enough that you have saws and axes to cut down, ideally, because otherwise you can end up with a farm looking like this, which is not that nice. So yeah, ideally you want to, but you can account for the fact that they take a while. There's a cycle. There's the first time they get ripe, and then there's a 2, and then the second time ripe, I think it's, and then it goes up, and then the final one's 4. So you can account for the fact that you'll get saws and axes by the time the first ones are harvested. So you can't plant more than you have saws and axes for. Yeah, you plant, and again, even if you can, it's better to slightly overdo it than to underdo it, because otherwise you have all these saws and axes clogging up the barn and silo, and you can't use them. So if you can, well, yeah, I wouldn't recommend ever selling a saw or a axe. Always use them yourself, because you can make far more profit than just selling them off. Every single tree, you can make 500 coins profit. So 2 trees, that's 1,000 coins profit. 20 trees, that's 10,000 coins profit. 200 trees, that's, oh my goodness, 100,000. And, oh, I forgot. There we go. Yeah, but anyway, you can easily make a huge amount of coins. Now, another method of making a lot of coins. Oh, there we go. So we'll get the wheat. So we'll harvest the wheat, right? So harvest the wheat, and there we got a tool. So we got a tool with 400 coins like that. 400 coins. Now, some of them are worth less, like a dynamite, but yeah. There's I'd say they average around 200 or, you know, around, like, I mean, that'd be within the, I reckon, about 200 to 400 coins range. And so, you know, every, you know, 4 to 5 times you do it, probably every 4 times, you know, it would depend on the amount of fields. Every 4 tools you get, there's 1,000 coins, and they quickly add up. So there we go. We'll plant some more wheat, and oh, there we go. That's a bit shaky. We'll plant them more wheat, and then it will go along. Now, another awesome way to make coins, there's so many awesome ways to make coins, some are far better than others, is, yeah, there's so many. One of them is to, we'll just see, so we'll come through here, and we can start, or we could, okay, so we'll sell off this, and we'll put another ad on. So always try and keep ads on all the time. The second, so every 5 minutes you can put an ad, I would recommend putting an ad. So we'll go like that. Now, another way that you can make a lot of coins, and there we go, is indeed, and then get a lot of, oh, there we go, so this is refresh, so I would recommend always checking this as well. And so, until, of course, your barn and silo is full, and or your roadside shop's full, because you want to keep, yeah, well, until yeah, see, here's some cheap corn, so we'll buy that like so, and then we resell that like so. We'll come through here, put that over here, and there we go like that. Boom, that will be indeed 52 coins profit every single time we do that. Now we have the, as you can see, we put the ad. Now you can put the ad anywhere in the shop, but I would recommend putting it on the right side, because people are less likely to buy it. If you put your ad on the very first thing you're selling right here, it means that it would just probably get bought out pretty quickly, and then no one will buy stuff from your shop. So you want people buying stuff as long as possible from your shop. That's really, really helpful. Also, I'd recommend don't put the ad on the most popular thing, because if you do that, then people just buy that popular thing, and then you have no ad. You want to have like ads always in your shop, always attracting people to your farm. That's really helpful. Another thing which is awesome is if you can accumulate some followers. So if you're often selling stuff, if you're playing actively, often selling stuff, you'll slowly build up followers. Now, I'm really surprised that I've actually got 248 followers, considering that my subscribers, you guys, can't actually follow me. And so, you know, like, unless you join the hood, which a few of you have, but not many of you. And so I've managed to get 248. I had 255 at one point. So that means there's more and more people that will be regularly visiting my shop, and that means that then stuff will sell quick, and the quicker stuff sells, the quicker I can buy and sell stuff. So yeah, that's also another really good thing. So there we go, the wheat's starting to get ready again, so we'll harvest it like, oh, there we go, shaky screen again. There we go, now another tool, there we go, there's another 400 coins. So in this course of this video, we will have probably made over 1,000 coins, just like that. But yeah, it's hard to know. You don't really notice. It's sort of over time you start to notice. So at like micro, you'll go up and down in terms of like, I've got less coins than I started with the video, but that's because I bought a whole heap of useful tools, you know. And so you go up and down, but overall you just want to keep that net gain. You just want to keep growing in terms of coins. So that is indeed a really, really good thing. Now if we go to the town is also another really good way to. This way here is more so to get the tools and XP, and you get coins, so it's actually really good as an all-rounder. So for example, there we go, Dorothy the dancer gives us a tool that will get us 500 coins, and so that's awesome, as well as 140 coins, as well as XP, and as well as reputation points. So that's really, really awesome. So we'll come through here. And now with the town, you generally want to put people on that just request one building, because with 3, it takes a lot. So for example, someone that just has 1, I don't know if we have anyone. Well, we'll see if we have any customers, existing customers. Okay, we don't seem to. Okay, there's another tool. So what was that? Oh, you know, there's a reward. So we'll just check, is there any of these that we can do? Oh, right here. So for example, here we can give them this stuff here. Now it does cost a bit for the ingredients, but then we get some of the coins back with the ingredients. We get XP, and then we get the reputation points. Reputation points aren't but then you get to upgrade the building, so they have got a reason. And so then we'll do that, and then eventually at the end of it, he'll give us a tool, and so then that tool's worth coins, so it's effectively giving us more and more coins. So that's really good. Now another thing that is great for attracting people to your roadside shop is indeed. So for example, sometimes, we got the ad, but sometimes people help with all these, and then suddenly you haven't got that thing in your name. For example, if we go here, and oh, there we go, we'll grab those, that's really, really helpful, and oh, no, our barn's full, that's really bad. Okay, there we go. So, and also, try and keep your barn somewhat free in space, so then stuff like this doesn't happen. Boom, we come here, we miss it all. And oh my goodness, we got that. Oh, and we quickly keep selling stuff. We want to get as much. We shouldn't have bought those axes. We should have bought the bolts. That was really silly of me. So we missed the bolt. We missed the tape. But we did get some good stuff. But anyway, the people that have those exclamation marks next to their name are more likely to go to their place, because some people look for the revives for the achievements. So if you can have those that next to your name, it increases the chances that people will come visit your farm. So ideally you want to have that there all the time. So one way to do it, if for example, and there we go, we'll harvest all the wheat. And there we go, we might get another tool. There we go, another deed with 400. So, again, we've made over 1,000 coins this video alone. And, yeah, I mean, we will have made more than that. That's just like, and so, anyway, so another way to do it, another sneaky way to do it, because people then help your revives, is to hide your revive behind your barn. So, for example, this one here has not been revived. So we can move this along here. And we can hide it behind the barn. Oh no, we missed. Okay, there we go. I didn't do that very well. So we'll move that to there for now, and then here to here. So we'll hide it behind the barn. Now people can't see that very well. It's just, it might have a tiny bump up, but then we can tap right here and we can go boom. Now that there will then put that little awesome exclamation mark next to my name, make people looking for revives come to my shop, and via the daily dirt, and friends will start coming as well, because if they go like this and go help, I'll be up on that list, and so then someone will come to my daily dirt, and they'll be like, oh wait, I actually need those bricks, I actually need that strawberries, and then they'll be more likely to buy your stuff, and then you sell more, and you make more coins. So yeah, that is indeed another great way to make coins. Now another way to make coins is indeed to keep the machines running. So currently they're all not running, so I don't make any coins. But you want to have all of your machines, as many as possible, running as often as possible. So for example, we'll keep that there, so that will keep making coins. Now the popcorn pot, we can put that, and it'll be making coins. Over here we can put that, making coins. So every machine you can have going, it's good to have going, because then it makes you more and more coins, which is very awesome. Now you can also, another great way is to keep the animals always fed, and because they'll keep making you products, which the products are worth coins. So you want to, if possible, so currently we'll just sell off some stuff. You want to, if possible, keep all of those animals always producing food. Now some of this is not possible, of course, like the chickens. Like, you know, if you go to bed, you can't keep the chickens going because in 20 minutes they're done. But the likes of goats, they last 8 hours, so it's actually possible to have the goats going non-stop as long as you log into Hayday 3 times a day. Now some things like the chickens, you can indeed have the helpers. Ernest can help you out. Is it Ernest? No. Rose can help you out with the animals. Currently, I don't have any chicken feed, so it would make sense for me to make chicken feed if I'm going to be on for a short amount of time. So, for example, we don't have corn, so we will need to buy some more corn to keep producing that. You can feed the animals, and you can have all the animals going all the time, all the machines going all the time, and you can always be wheating all the time. And within the wheating breaks, like while it's taking that 2 minutes to grow, and assuming you've got all the machines going, and you've got trees planted, so you're getting coins from that way, you can be checking the daily dirt for more and more bargains. And so so I'm just looking through here. I saw a bargain, but it's not a great bargain, but it's an alright bargain. Okay, so the eggs. Okay, there we go. So we will buy that. Okay, we're full. So we'll come back and we'll sell some stuff off because we're full. So we'll go like that, and we'll go like that, and like sell those there off. And so the 100 eggs. So we go here and we go bye. Oh, like that. See you later. No, I'm joking. Okay, so there we go. Now we got those for 100 coins. Now we sell them off for 180 coins. So we're going to make 80 coins profit for every one we resell. Now we'll return and we'll buy some more eggs. So there we go. Buy some of those and buy some of those. Now we'll go back and we'll sell. I'm having to go back because I don't have enough space. So, but we keep making enough space because we have enough roadside slots. And using the diamonds to get more roadside slots is a great way, because then you have more potential in there. So some mellets. There we go. It's a great way to get more income by doing that. Okay, so we'll do that. Sell those off. Boom. And then we can come over here, and are they still there? And we get the mellets just like that. Very awesome. And then we'll be able to start expanding the land down here because we're getting those things because we made the coins. And so as you can see, it's an absolute win. An absolute win doing that. It is a really good win to do that. Now, for entering the competition, to enter the competition, it is super easy. You have to write one comment. I mean, you can write more than one comment, but you only get to enter this competition once. And you're more than welcome to go check out the other ones I did free and enter those competitions as well, because you can enter every single one of these competitions. And so to enter today's one, all you have to do on this video, and you have to, I think it's about July 2020. The exact date will be in the description. You just have to comment Hayday 2020. That's it. So as the title will say, it just says hey, and then a space, day, and then a space, and then 2020. That's it. That's all you have to do. Now, you can do another comment as well about the video. You're more than welcome to. But to enter, you have to do the Hayday 2020, and you will indeed be entered into the competition and begin to win 100 diamonds. And I'll let you know. I'll determine the winner randomly in 2020, and then I'll reply to your comment to let you know if you win at that time. Okay, so we'll continue on, and I'll just show you one or two more ways that you can indeed make coins. So we'll harvest that. There's a bolt, so that's awesome towards upgrading our barn right there. Now, another good way to make coins, well, it's not a great way to make coins, but it is a way to make coins, is indeed the fishing area. Now, the fishing area, people have mixed, like, you know, yay, the fishing area, oh, the fishing area. And so, fishing area is not my favorite, but I think it's cool that it exists as part of Hayday. So, for the fishing area, you got a few different things that you can do. Now, you've got all the different lures. You've got the red lure, green, blue, purple, and gold. Now, in terms of making coins, I mean, well, you can use the other ones, but that's generally for getting all the different things. But normally, assuming that you haven't got masses of vouchers to spend on gold ones or whatnot, the red ones should suffice, and it actually takes a very long time to master it. But another great thing to make more coins is to master as many of these things as possible. So you want to keep the machines always going, because A, they'll make you coins in the meantime, and B, you'll get them mastered. And if you get them mastered, then you can get 15% shorter time to produce, you know, the lures or any other product. And the quicker you produce the product, which gives the same output, the more coins you get. So maximizing coins. So this here is indeed when we get that, that's awesome. So we have the red lures. So with the and then over here you've got the different things like that. So you got the fishing net, the mystery net, which costs 5 diamonds. Yeesh. And then you've got the lobster trap and the duck trap. Now, I have done a video ages back. It was one of my least viewed videos on which one is the most profitable. I can't even remember myself. I thought it was the lobster trap, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I did do a video on that. So, for fishing, I'm sure you know fishing, but if you're under level 27, I think it is, or 29 or something, or 24 or 21, then you won't have it. But doing fishing, it's free coins. So the fish that you catch is in 54 coins. So for every fish you catch, that's 54 coins. So we'll go like that. Boom, we catch the fish, and that will give us one of the meat thing, as you saw it quickly out of the barn there. So in my situation, and most of them has an XP thing, and only the final one's time, but this one has a 5%, 10%. So in my situation, I get them every 1 hour and 21 minutes. So every 1 hour and 21 minutes, I get 54 free coins, assuming that I keep it going. And so it's not actually that much compared to some of the other methods of making coins, but it is a way of making coins, and I would indeed recommend it. And so, you know, if you divide 24 hours by that amount of time, that would determine how many fish you can get. So if we say it's 2 hours, because it does take a bit longer at the start, if we say it's 2 hours, well, it's 1.5 hours, but if it was 2 hours, that would be you can get 12 of them per day. And if you get 12 per day, then you go 12 times, you know, 52 coins, so then 12 from that, like 600. So you make like 600 plus coins a day, I think, if I got that right. I'm pretty sure. And so from doing that, you make more because it's actually less than 2 hours, and it's 52 coins. I just can't do the exact calculation in my head, but that's approximation. So that's another way, indeed, to make coins like that, which is indeed always awesome. So there we go. We come back to the farm, and we do have indeed the wheat to harvest. So we'll harvest the wheat like so, and we get another deed worth another 400 coins, which is indeed awesome. Okay, there we go. So we'll harvest like that. We'll harvest like that, and we'll come along here. And we'll go like this, and then we can start selling off that wheat. Now this here is sold, so we'll put that in there, and we'll put that there. Now we'll chuck an add-on because we wanna keep always advertising. Always advertising is a great thing to do. So we'll go like that, like that, like that. And there we go. So that's all going, and we still have a lot of machines that we could get going that aren't yet going. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found some of the advice helpful. Feel free to ask any question you want about Hayday in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer it. Thus far, I've answered virtually every single comment on Hayday, on every single Hayday video. There was a tiny period in mid 2018, which I didn't answer them due to any Laurel video I did just totally blew up, and then the comment section was just totally just insane, so I missed a few comments there. But John normally answer almost any question you have, and feel free to check out my other Hayday videos. I've got a whole heap of Hayday videos. I'll have them at the end screens, like somewhere, probably that direction now. But yeah, feel free to enter the giveaway. Highly recommend you do. So Remember, comment Hayday 2020 and begin to win 100 diamonds. So that is indeed going to wrap up this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And if you're new to my channel, it was great to have you here. And if you've already been on my channel, always good to have you here. So yeah, have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. And remember to make coins faster than honeybees make honey.